Hi, everyone. I wanted to share my thoughts, a few of my thoughts on the mission trip. Rob and Jason have shared their thoughts on video, and I would like to do the same now that I'm home and I've had a little bit of time to collect my thoughts after the trip. For me, the experience has been valuable because of the people, and at a couple different levels I want to talk about just briefly. Um, One is that Sue, our contact at CAS, told us that they have been very short on people. She said they usually host about 3,000 volunteers in the period between March and the end of July, and this year they have hosted three, and that would be the three of us. So I thought that was pretty profound, and I think really added to my sense of gratitude for being able to be there and being able to help out with their mission. Um, as we worked on their tiny homes, which is an excellent project that really is a hand up for people and not a handout that helps people get on their feet and stay on their feet. We met some of the people who have been blessed by this ministry. We met a young woman who had come out of foster care. She had aged out of the program and didn't have anyone else to turn to. Cass was able to help her out. She's in a tiny home and she's beginning her career as a teacher, so getting on her feet. Another woman whose tiny home we helped do some repairs on is from Detroit and is a librarian. She works at the public library that's within walking distance of the tiny home. Cass is making it possible for her to do this work that blesses the community on that salary and be able to make it work. Uh, we talked to a gentleman who was in one of the tiny homes. He lost everything in a fire at his house. He was homeless. He was on the street, and he was able to connect with Cass. And through their help, he now has a home again. And he told me, "I'm too blessed to be stressed and too anointed to be disappointed." So to hear that from somebody who had lost everything really stuck with me. Um, I was also one of the blessings of the experience was having that time to be with folks from church, um, and seeing the heart that our volunteers have, that willingness to jump in and work hard to bless others, um, and just seeing that work ethic and that enthusiasm for 3 straight days of pretty tough work. It says a lot. Um, I want to mention that certainly there is need that is close to home. There's no denying that. And that's why we have our 1 day projects. That's why we have partnerships with things that we do throughout the year. But one of the true blessings of working on a trip like this is we get to travel together, we get to eat together, we get to stay together, we get to work together. We have a lot of time to get to know one another, to strengthen those bonds, to form new friendships. And that time for fellowship, even as we are doing work, is one of the deep blessings of these trips. One that I hope that many of you will be able to be a part of when we do this again. Um, and I'll be honest. The trips are also a lot of fun. It's a great break for people like me, whose work is often in an office kind of setting, to get out and swing a hammer, to get out and use that power saw. Um, it's a good change of pace, and there's a lot of laughs. It's a lot of fun. I was excited to go to Cass and see what has grown and changed in the time since I was last there. There were no tiny houses when I went before. There's a whole neighborhood of tiny houses now. Um, their world building that we were in our last day there was a warehouse that still had a bunch of the previous tenants' stuff in it. We helped work on getting some classrooms ready and put some finishing touches on things so that they can use that space for programming. Programming that helps with financial education, that helps with jobs, that helps with recovery. So being able to see that is pretty awesome, and I really look forward to hopefully going again next year and seeing the growth that has happened since then. So I just want to share those thoughts with you. I want to thank everyone who supported us with prayer, with donations, with your good wishes. Um, and thank you for making this possible. We were there on behalf of the whole church, And I hope that by the time 2021 rolls around, we will be able to put together a bigger crew and make that much more of an impact. So thank you again for your support. Thank you for the blessing of sending us to do this work, and peace be with you.